defensive end, LBJ Elementary. Nick Munoz, senior, number 88, tight end, Monte Alto Elementary.
Jaden Verasigi, freshman, defensive tackle, number 99, SGE.
Israel Quiñones, senior, wide receiver, JFK Elementary.
Jeremiah Garcia, junior, D tackle, 52, JFK Elementary.
All the glory. Good evening. Welcome to this football game between the Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets and the Edinburg Bobcats. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams' coaches and athletes have put forth. Cheer these young athletes, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and schools. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation for the students who will be taking part indirectly in tonight's game. The cheerleaders, the band, the pep squad, and the students who have supported their teams at home and away. These young people play an integral part in their team's success. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials for both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. This means that you, as a fan, should not criticize the players on either team, should not boo the officials, should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds since it is a violation of state law, should be courteous to the visiting fans, should cheer for your team, and should show respect for injured players on both teams. Testing, testing, testing. This is an official sound check. If there's any Edinburg Bobcat fans in the house, let me hear you make some noise. Testing, testing, testing. If there's any hardcore Máquina Maria fans in the house, let me hear you make some noise. Good evening, Jacket fans, and a warm hello to all the visiting fans joining us tonight. Welcome to majestic Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium, a.k.a. the Black Hole, where tradition meets intensity under the Thursday night lights. We've got an electrifying matchup ahead as your mighty Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets, the defending District 16 5A Division II champions, take on our friends from the West, the Edinburg Bobcats. Once again, welcome to La Tierra de la Máquina Maria. And now for our official friendship exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Daniel Polido, our dedicated student council vice president from Edcouch-Elsa, for our official welcome.
Good evening, Jacket Nation. I am Daniel Polido, president of the Edcouch-Elsa High School Student Council. Welcome to Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium, a.k.a. the Black Hole. Thank you for making it to tonight's matchup between Edinburg High School and Edcouch-Elsa High School. On behalf of the Edcouch-Elsa Board of Trustees, Dr. Sandra Garza Ochoa, our Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Monica Kaprazinski, our high school principal, administration, faculty, staff, and the entire Yellow Jacket family, we would like to welcome the Bobcats and all their fans. Tonight, we hope for an injury-free game and that every participant on and off the field makes it home safely. Remember to please respect fans and players on both sides of the field. In the spirit of competition, we say, may the best team win. As a Yellow Jacket fan, we say, go Jackets y que viva la máquina!
And now let's welcome our visitors. Please give a warm welcome to Student Council Representative from Edinburg High, Miss Ashley Salinas.
Good afternoon. Oh, hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. On behalf of Edinburg CISD Superintendent Dr. Mario H. Salinas and our principal, Mr. Dominique Peña, we would like to thank you for your warm welcome. We pray that both teams have an injury-free game, display good sportsmanship, and return home safely. And tonight, under these stadium lights, we hope to make memories that will be cherished for a lifetime. Again, good luck to both teams. Go Bobcats!
Thank you, Student Council representatives, for their official welcome and for helping set the tone for tonight's celebration. Your leadership and school spirit are deeply appreciated. Now let's turn our attention to the sideline, where spirit meets strength and the energy never quits. Please welcome the heartbeat of our crowd, the pride of Edcouch-Elsa, your 2025 varsity cheerleaders, led by Coach Adriana Giselle Gomez. Starting with freshman cheerleader of the week, Emma Lozano. Freshman Jalen Gutierrez. Freshman Chrissy Jo Perez. Freshman Alyssa Balboa. Sophomore Ashlyn Leal. Sophomore Sissy Ramos. Sophomore Michaela Guerra. Sophomore Nevada Layton. Sophomore All-American cheerleader Shyla Moreno. Sophomore cheerleader of the week Lauren Martinez. Junior Aiden Leal. Junior Addison Gonzalez. Junior Olivia Ortega. Junior cheerleader of the week Clara Castro. Junior Jillian Garza. Junior Sofia Ochoa. Junior Michael Gonzalez. Junior Katie Borrego. Junior co-captain All-American cheerleader Sienna Ibarra. Senior Liliana Maldonado. Senior Darlene Espiricueta. Senior All-American cheerleader Tamara Leal. Senior Jasmine Martinez. Senior Queen Bee and co-captain Madeline Rodriguez. Senior Callista Cuellar. Senior All-American cheerleader 2025-2026 head cheerleader Kylie Borrego. And All-American mascot senior Buzz the Bee. Please welcome your 2025 Edcouch-Elsa varsity cheerleaders to the center of the field, where they'll kick off tonight's matchup with a special performance. First up, a show of sportsmanship and jacket pride as they deliver the traditional hello cheer to our guests.
Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. H-E-L-L-O. Jackets say hello.
And now, let's get ready for a Yellow Jacket classic. You know it, you love it. It's the 2-bit, 4-bit cheer. Let's hear it loud and proud for La Máquina Maria. Take it away, cheerleaders.
Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 bits. 4 bits. Hey, 6 bits. $1. All for the jackets. Stand up and holler.
Now, in the spirit of jacket pride and sportsmanship, we invite you to turn your attention to the visiting band in the stands. Performing their school song with tradition and heart, please welcome the Edinburg Bobcats Marching Band in playing of their school alma mater. Thank you to the Edinburg Bobcat Band and visiting fans for sharing this moment with us tonight. We are proud to host you here at the Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium. Now performing our school song, please welcome the mighty Yellow Jacket Marching Band. We invite all the Jacket fans to rise, sing along, and show your pride loud and proud. Thank you to our band and to the Yellow Jacket Nation for keeping the spirit alive. Viva la Máquina. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Edcouch-Elsa High School Junior Reserves Officers Training Corps Color Guard. Leading our color guard this evening is Commander Sergeant Major Emma Vera. First Cadet Sergeant Juan Borrego as right rifleman. Bearing the U.S. flag, Cadet Captain Ariana Luna. Bearing the Texas flag, Cadet Major Alessa Ontivero. And Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Miguel Dios as left rifleman. As these distinguished individuals present the colors, let us stand united in respect and reflect on the values and sacrifices these colors represent, honoring all who have served and all those continue to serving our nation. Singing our national anthem tonight, we are proud to feature members of our very own Edcouch-Elsa student body and their rendition of the national anthem. We have Miss Andrea Gonzalez. Gentlemen, please remove your headgear.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's give a big round of applause and heartfelt thank you to Andrea Gonzalez from our Edcouch-Elsa student body for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Thank you for representing our school with pride. Tonight is more than just football. It's Little League night. It's about legacy, pride, and the future of Yellow Jacket Nation. As your Edcouch-Elsa varsity Yellow Jackets prepare to storm the field, let's turn our attention to the next generation of champions. Please direct your eyes to the jacket tunnel where the mighty Little Jackets and the Yellow Jacket Elite are ready to make their grand entrance. These young athletes, led by their dedicated directors, Mr. and Mrs. Richard and Christine Martinez and David Red Martinez, represent the heart of our community, the spirit of our tradition, and the fire that fuels La Máquina Maria. Let's give them a roaring welcome as they run alongside their heroes, because tonight the field belongs to them too. All right, Jacket fans, behold the black and gold, sons of La Tremenda y Potente Máquina Maria. It's time to rise. From the locker room to the lights, from the tunnel to the turf, this is your house, your moment, your legacy. Let me hear you loud and proud, Jacket fans. Viva! Viva! La Máquina! La Máquina! And here comes the Little Jackets and Elite Jackets. And here comes the mighty Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets, La Máquina Amaria!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Edcouch-Elsa High School. Welcome to Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium for tonight's big game between the visiting Edinburg Bobcats and your Edcouch-Elsa High School YellowJackets, a.k.a. La Máquina Maria. We're getting ready for the kickoff for what's slated to be a big game tonight. And there's a short kick, and Jackets are going to field that at about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Jackets will begin their drive. Interesting, this game actually was supposed to be taking place in Edinburg, Texas, but due to some conflicts, the game was moved here back to Edcouch-Elsa to Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium. Both teams coming in with strong games in their pockets. The Bobcats coming in with a 2-1 record, and the Jackets coming in with a 1-2 record. Jackets picking up a big win Week 1 against Donna High School, and fell short last week against the McAllen Bulldogs. So the McAllen Bulldogs, of course, are a powerhouse team. So here we go. Jackets run the ball down the middle and gain about a yard on that run. And that was number 22, Aiden Mercado. Aiden, of course, is the leading rusher for the YellowJackets this season. So Jackets are trying to set the ground game early. And now we have a second down. It is 2nd and 9 for the Jackets after that 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Handoff once again down the middle. And it looked like it was a fumble, but looks like his knees were on the ground first. So it'll be a third down now for the Jackets. That was number 28, Edmundo Garcia, running the ball for the Jackets. At quarterback for the Jackets right now is number 8, Jason Pena. Pena throws the ball to the outside, quick catch, and no ground to gain. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Jackets. Receiver there was number 9, Aiden Garcia. So looks like the Jackets are going 4 and out. And now we'll punt to the Bobcats. For the Bobcats, it's number 5, Isaiah Cisneros, getting ready to receive the ball. Good kick. And fielded at the 20, picked up, gets to the 30, to the 40, breaks a few tackles, does a little razzle-dazzle, gets to Yellow Jacket territory to about the 49-yard line. Depends where they spot it here. The 49 are directly on the 50-yard line with that good return there. And the Jackets making a stop. And the Jacket defense coming into the game now. The Bobcats, who are 3-2, are coming off an impressive win 2 weeks ago against the Vela Sabercats. And riding that momentum after their first week loss. So handoff down the middle. Good grab there by number 35 for the Jackets. And that is Caleb Sandoval being able to make that tackle. So it now brings up a 2nd down and 9 for the Bobcats. The Jacket defense, a strong part of the game, has been impressive all season. So it's a quick pass to the outside. And stopped there by the Jackets. Receiver there was number 2, Ethan Calderon, for the Edinburgh Bobcats. So here we are. Very critical 3rd down. It's a 3rd down and 3 for the Bobcats. Bobcats go back to pass. Look for a receiver. Quarterback dodges one linebacker and then is able to toss it out, but it looks like the Jackets may have been able to stop him right before being able to cross the first down marker, and it'll now be a 4th and 1 for the Bobcats. It looks like the Bobcats are going to leave their offense on the field. Coming in is number 6 there for the Bobcats, who is their leading receiver, Jude Vega. Bobcats in motion. It looks like it's a quarterback keeper, but the Jacket defense is putting up a tough fight at the line, and it looks like the Jackets and the Jacket defense has made a very critical stop here, and that will mean a turnover for the Bobcats, and the Jackets now with their first turnover on downs, and the defense standing up in good field position for the Jackets. So it'll give them 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Or, correction, at the 41-yard line. So Jackets are going to try to capitalize on this major stop. And Jackets run the ball to the outside for a loss of about maybe 2 yards on that play. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 12 now with 7:46 left to play in the first quarter. 0-0 here at Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium. This big game between the Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets and the Edinburg Bobcats. And Jason Pena as quarterback. Throws a pass outside. Oh, and it was dropped. However, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. And it looks like that flag is going to cost Edinburg significant yardage there. So the infraction. So the infraction is
pass interference
against
the
the
defense.
Bobcats.
The 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And the ball will now be placed at the Bobcat 44-yard line. So the Jackets now making significant yardage here on that penalty. So it brings up a 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Pena in the backfield. Takes the ball, hands off to number 22. Goes to the outside, once again stopped for a loss of yardage. And that was Aiden Mercado running with the ball. Mercado, of course, the leading rusher for the Jackets this season. So Jackets are trying to establish the run game and occasionally throwing a pass here and there. So they're mixing it up in this very important pre-district game against the Edinburg Bobcats. So brings up a 2nd and 12 as there was a 2-yard loss on the last play for the Jackets. Pena in the backfield. Looks for a receiver. And looks like there'll be a loss of yardage for the Jackets. It's still 0-0, 6:29 in the first quarter. I want to thank you all for joining us here this evening on this big critical game for the Jackets. Jackets last week held their ground really tough against McAllen, the Bulldogs, the first half. And really a lot of credit to the Jackets for stepping up and taking on these challenges of the bigger schools. Pena goes back to pass, throws this quick screen to number 9, gets up to about the 49-yard line, still a few yards shy from the original line of scrimmage. And this will bring up a 4th down for the Jackets, and will bring out the punter. And the Jackets will have to kick it away for the 2nd time today. Here's a punt. Nice, very high. Takes a Yellow Jacket roll and rolls out at the 21-yard line. So the Bobcats will begin their drive at the 21-yard line. 0-0 with 5:38 left to go in the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty of advertising opportunities here at Edcouch-Elsa ISD. So if you wish to advertise, as obviously you're listening, right? So it gives you a great chance to expose your products through advertising. Contact Juan Romero at 956-262-6000. And Edinburg, the Bobcats run the ball right down the middle in significant yardage, gets to the 50, to the 45, and finally taken down at the 40-yard line. Running the ball there was number 8, leading rusher Woodrow Villarreal for the Edinburg Bobcats. Bobcats going no huddle. Going to quickly try to get their second play off and run once again the ball down the middle. Jackets catch onto it and are able to make that tackle. Hard hit there by number 43 for the Jackets, and that's Pedro Trevino. Was not going to let him go any further. Makes that stop. So now it's a second down and 8 for the Bobcats. This is where the Jacket defense made a strong stance in their last possession for the Bobcats. Clock rolling down to 4:46. Bobcats going back to pass. Looks for a receiver way out, and it is overthrown. Tight coverage there for number 2, Brandon Ibarra for the Jackets. Was guarding receiver number 2, Ethan Calderon for the Edinburgh Bobcats. So now it's a third down. It's a third down and 7 for the Edinburgh Bobcats. Number 2 in motion. Number 15, quarterback goes back to pass, throws a ball, finds a receiver, and finds number 2 right down the middle again. And once again, that's number 2, Ethan Calderon. A quick pass for number 15, Aiden Sanchez. Aiden, of course, having a good season for the Edinburgh Bobcats this year. So those two connecting again. Quarterback, quick handoff, and wide open real estate for number 8, Woodrow Villarreal, the leading rusher for the Bobcats, to score that touchdown. So with 4 minutes and 10 seconds in the first quarter, Edinburgh Bobcats strike first on a touchdown run, a sweep to the outside. And here comes number 35, going to attempt the extra point for the Bobcats. That's Christopher Barrera, the kicker for Edinburgh. Here comes the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. So the Bobcats with an early lead, 7-0, with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. We do want to invite everyone who might be sitting at home, want to come watch the game, just come join us here at Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium. The Bobcats, as mentioned earlier, last week actually were in an interesting game. They were playing, and there was an injury on the field that led to the stoppage of the game, and so they didn't even finish last week's game. And here they are at Edcouch-Elsa, looking to have a complete game, and they were coming off that big victory over Vela High School, Vela Sabercats, who or 2-1. Their only loss this season is to their sister school here, the Edinburgh Bobcats. So Bobcats getting ready to kick off. And they do a pause, go back, reset, wave to both sides, and here's the kick. And it's a short kick, and it is fair caught by the Jackets at the 33-yard line. And that's where the Jackets will begin their drive. So it is going to be 1st and 10 at the 32. So it's for 33, it's officially spotted. And here come the Jackets, led by number 54 there from the line, Jose Garcia. Number 56, Ismael Rodriguez. The outside there, you have number 16, Irvin Melgoza for the Jackets, and Jason Pena at quarterback. Okay, so Pena takes the ball, looks for a receiver, finds a quick out, and great catch there, and enough for a first down. Caught by number 24, Mason Villalpando. And that'll move the chains for Edcouch-Elsa. And it'll give the Jackets a 1st and 10. Great pass by Jason Pena there. And Pena coming back to the line, sets back. And it is 1st and 10 for the Jackets. With 3:44 left to play in the first quarter. Number 8 has the ball, and he is taken down for a significant loss of yardage there. And as Jason Pena taken down, as the Bobcats were able to break through the line. Read that play perfect, and it is now going to set up the Jackets for a 2nd and very long. So now the ball is spotted at the 34-yard line. Pena takes the ball. Quick pass, and it is intercepted by the Bobcats. Number 5 sees the clear road ahead, and it's touchdown for the Bobcats. That's number 5, Isaiah Cisneros. Touchdown for the Bobcats. However, it looks like we're waiting to see. Look, there's a flag on the play. There's some laundry there, so we'll see what happens here. I'm not sure if it's against. Well, waiting for the call.
After the interception, we have illegal block in the back, number 88. It's a 10-yard penalty from that spot. Edinburgh's ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, so clearing it up, it was an interception. It was ruled an interception. However, there was an illegal block on the back, so it's going to deny the touchdown, and it's going to put the Bobcats at the 35-yard line. So the infraction cost them the touchdown, and the score remained 7-0 with 2:56 in the first quarter. Bobcats, number 2 in motion. And handoff to number 8, finds some room to the right side, gains over 5 yards, and that's Woodrow Villarreal, the leading rusher for the Edinburgh Bobcats. This is turning out to be like a big a stretch fight, right? Like for the last 2 years. Last year, this game was so close; it came to the last plays of the game, and this is kind of building up to the same momentum. We'll see what the final result will be. And Bobcats with the ball. Run the ball down. Fake it down the middle. Throw out to number 2, Ethan Calderon. And Calderon takes it to the 20-yard line. And that's going to be enough to move the chains and give the Bobcats a first down. So it is 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. And once again, handoff to number 8, Woodrow Villarreal. And Villarreal stopped before he can gain any significant yardage. And the clock is rolling, folks. It's at 1:41 in the first quarter. And Bobcats leading 7-0. Second and 9 for the Bobcats. And there's some movement and flags in the air. Looks like it might be a free play. Number 15 finds his receiver down the line and finds the end zone. That's number 8, once again, Woodrow Villarreal with a touchdown. And we'll wait to see who the penalty is against.
Offside.
And it is
On the
offside
defense.
against the Jackets.
Penalty
So, like I
declined.
said, it was a free play.
Result will play
And
touchdown.
Bobcats took advantage of it. And now they're going for the extra point. Okay, so the Bobcats choose to go for 2 and throw the ball quickly to the end zone, and there you go. Notch 2 more points. And the score is now 15-0 with 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Tonight's captains for the Jackets were number 50, Nathan Garza, number 23, Joshua Sandoval, number 2, Brandon Ibarra, and number 10, Israel Quinones. Those were the captains for tonight's game here at Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium. You know, as it's getting a little darker, people are starting to show up more to the stadium now. Guess maybe it was a little too hot. And it was also raining, so it had some kind of impact there on the time that people were showing up to the stadium, but it's starting to fill up a little here. And getting ready for the kickoff now. And Bobcats spreading out. Here comes the kick. They do the stop. They roll out. I don't think I've ever seen that before in a high school game, but it's perfectly legal. Here we go. Here's the kick. And this one's a little further out, fielded at about the 20-yard line, taken to about the 32-yard line. That was number 6 for the Jackets, John Amaya. And John Amaya, of course, is the leading receiver for the Jackets this season. So, ball in good hands there with John Amaya. Okay, here comes the Jacket offense with 1 minute and 2 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jason Pena in the backfield as quarterback.
Those 5 yards
accompanied
will
by
be
number
assessed at
9,
the end of the
Aiden
run.
Garcia.
First down, Edcouch.
There in the front line, you got number 54, Jose Garcia, number 55, Steven Rivera. We'll recognize 2 of those linemen up there. And number 79, Fabian Garcia. There are the Jackets. Hand off to number 22. Well, correction, it was number 9. I got fooled by that one. Jason Pena snuck to the right side while number 22 faked the run to the left. And it's going to bring up a second down and 6 after that 4-yard gain. Jason Pena holding on to the ball. Quick pass. And it is complete to number 22, Aiden Mercado. And now it's going to bring up a third down. However, the clock is rolling down with 7 seconds left. Guess the Jackets are trying to get a play in before the end of the quarter. And that's the clock. So it's the end of the quarter. And after one quarter, it is Edinburg Bobcats 15, Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets 0. All right, we're back, and it is the second quarter. And the score is 15-0. Edinburg Bobcats leading. Pena takes the ball, looks for a receiver, finds a receiver down the field. Oh, it is almost caught. It is incomplete. Intended for number 24, Mason Villalpando. And this is going to bring up a fourth down for the Jackets. And the Jackets are at the 47-yard line. And the Jackets are going for it. It's a fourth and short. And the Jackets want to take a chance here. And Pena takes the ball, runs to the outside, and looks like he has enough yardage there for a first down. Big gamble there, but it paid off well as the Jackets move the chains, and it's 1st and 10 for the Jackets on a Jason Pena quarterback keeper to the left. And the ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Oh. Correction, it was a Wildcat. It was number 22. Aiden Mercado. And 1st and 10 for the Jackets, 11:37 left to play in the second quarter. And a pitch out there, and the ball gets to about the 49-yard line. Gets to about the original line of scrimmage there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Jackets. Pena throws the ball to the outside. Finds a receiver, number 24. And that's Mason Villalpando. It picked up a couple of yards there for the Jackets. Looks like the ball's being spotted at the 43-yard line. Third down for the Jackets. Pena goes back to pass, throws the ball deep, and there was no receiver open there, so it'll bring up a fourth down for the Jackets. And so the Jackets electing to go for it. And yeah, the quarterback keeper runs down the middle and is caught at about the 43-yard line. So turnover on downs, and the Edinburg Bobcats will now take over with 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in this first half. Want to remind everyone, if you feel like advertising in Edcouch-Elsa sporting events, contact Juan Romero at 956-262-6000. Once again, 956-262-6000. Many opportunities to advertise at Edcouch-Elsa sporting events. And the Bobcats now begin their drive. A quick pass to the outside. Gain about 3 yards on that play. So it'll bring up about a 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats. Ball at the 46-yard line. 2nd down. Quarterback goes back to pass. Under a lot of pressure, throws it down the middle, and that pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 3, Troy Hammond. And it stops the clock at 9:06. Bobcats leading 15-0. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats. Quarterback goes back to pass. Under a little pressure from the backside, but the pass is complete to number 18. Nathan Pena for the Edinburg Bobcats. So the chains move. It's a 1st and 10. Score still 15-0. Oh, there's a fumble on the play, but it's picked up. And ball run down to the 38-yard line. Jacket front line there trying to make a big stop. They're led by number 99 and number 43 for the Jackets. Jason Verastegui and Pedro Trevino. So there's 2nd down for the Bobcats. Quarterback goes back to pass. Feels some pressure, gets hit. And that was an incomplete pass to number 18. Nathan Pena for Edinburg was the intended receiver. So it brings up a 3rd down. And the Jacket defense being stingy again. They had that big turnover on downs. And the Edinburg Bobcat first drive. And here they are trying to do the same. This is now 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats. Quarterback goes back to pass. Looks for a receiver. And it is an incomplete pass. Excellent coverage there by number 21 for the Yellow Jackets. That's Marcus Garcia, defensive back. And brings up a 4th down. critical first down for the Bobcats. It's a 4th and 9 with 7 minutes and 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Game's actually going by pretty quickly with 7 o'clock kickoff, and we're 7 minutes away from halftime. So we're 7 minutes and 22 seconds away from halftime. So both teams really doing well in terms of not having too many penalties. We have seen some, but not as many penalties.
Please reset the game clock to
one you
7:38.
expect at this point in the game. So the Jackets with another big 6A matchup, Jackets have really taken that opportunity to play some of the bigger 6A schools. They took on Donna week 1 and
Please.
took on McAllen
Please
on
reset the game
week
clock
3,
to
and then this week
7:38.
they're taking on the Edinburg Bobcats for a small 5A playing big 6A schools, really testing the waters and testing the competition as they prepare to go on to district competition. Their opening game, of course, in district will be against the Mercedes Tigers. Mercedes Tigers, of course, did beat this Edinburg Bobcat team week 1. So a lot of tough competition for the Jackets down the line. But the Jackets themselves, it's a rebuilding year. But even though they're
Reset the
rebuilding,
game
they're
clock to
taking on those tough
7:38.
challenges and performing well under those challenges given the circumstances. And so these type of games only prepare them better for district competition. So good call there on Coach Cardenas on taking on some big teams early on. So here we go. Critical 4th down for the Bobcats. Bobcats going back to pass. Looks for a receiver. Decides to throw it out to the outside, and it is incomplete. And once again, the Jacket defense pulls through and is able to make another stop and force a turnover on down. So that's twice tonight that the Jacket defense has been able to do that. And the Jacket defense has been really tough. If you go back and start looking at just box scores of their previous games, they did the same thing with McAllen. They kept them at bay for a while until the McAllen offense broke in the second half. So that's really good for the Jackets. And this is a Bobcat team that can put up points pretty quickly. And the Jacket defense is holding up. So here we go. First down for the Jackets. After the turnover on downs, Jason Pena going back to pass. Quarterback keeper finds some running room, takes it down the middle, and taken down very close to a first down. About a 10-yard gain, depends where it's spotted, waiting for the spotting. Looks like it'll be a 9-yard gain. It'll be a 2nd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. And Pena in the backfield takes the ball, hand off to number 22, and finds enough yardage for a Yellow Jacket first down. And that's number 22, Aiden Mercado, the Edcouch-Elsa leading rusher. All right, so the Jackets now putting together a nice drive here. 2 plays, get a first down. Clock rolling down to 6 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the first half. And quick pass to the outside, complete to number 44 for the Jackets. And that'll bring up a 2nd down for La Máquina. So Jackets moving the ball forward. Pena in the backfield. Handoff to number 22. Gain about 2 yards again there for the Jackets. That's Aiden Mercado for the Jackets, a leading rusher. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Jackets. 3rd and 5 officially on the scoreboard with 5 minutes and 34 seconds left to play in the half. Bobcats leading 15-0. Jackets trying to get on the board. Brings up a 3rd and 5. They rush Pena. Pena tries to find some running room down the middle, and he is taken down there by number 99 and number 1 for the Bobcats. That's Diego Gonzalez and Orlando Martinez making the tackle. And it brings up a 4th down for the Jackets on what's looking like a nice drive. However, this is very important here because they're able to maybe put up some points before the first half. And so Pena with the ball. Quick pass down the middle. It is caught. And it is a 1st down for the Jackets. Great catch there by number 44 for the Yellow Jackets. So that is a 1st down for the Jackets. So 1st down for the Jackets. 4:17 left to play in the first half. Jackets putting together an impressive drive here. And that was run to the outside for the Jackets. Gain of a small yardage there, but looked like it was going to be a loss of yards, but instead turned into a positive gain there of about 3 yards. So it brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Jackets with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackets down 15-0. Pena, quick pass to the outside, caught for a short gain there. And that was number 6, Amaya for the Jackets, John Amaya. And so now it brings up a 3rd down. And the Jackets trying to move quickly with this drive. It's a 3rd and 3 with 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Jackets down 15-0. Quarterback goes back to pass, and it is intercepted. It is intercepted by the Bobcats, and player was taken down, and that was number 1, Orlando Martinez, Moises Hernandez for the Edinburg Bobcats. So the drive ends in an interception, and the Bobcats take possession with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to play in the first half. So the Bobcats are going to try to increase their lead before the half, as they're leading 15-0. Quarterback goes back to pass. Quarterback keeper rolls to the left, finds some running room, gets enough for a 1st down and more, and takes the ball down. To the 28-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 28 for the Bobcats. Bobcats, quick pass to the outside. Ball is caught, and number 18 is taken down. And that's Nathan Pena with that quick catch for the Bobcats, which actually leads to a loss of yardage. Clock is still rolling at 2:07. Bobcats looks like they're trying to manage this clock and try to put points on the board while not giving the Jackets enough time to. But it looks like they called a timeout at this time.
Clock operator. Put 2 minutes on the scoreboard.
Gentlemen, at this
And it's a timeout for the Bobcats. It's a beautiful night here at Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium. One of the great things about being in a press box is you get to look out, and when you're out here in Edcouch-Elsa, you can see all the antenna lights blinking everywhere and all the beautiful countryside of this part of the RGV. So great view, and it's Friday night lights on a Thursday night. Game was originally supposed to be played in Edinburg, but due to some conflicts, game was rescheduled to be played here at Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium at Edcouch-Elsa. So here we go with 2 minutes left in the first half. Bobcats with the second down. Quarterback goes back to pass, looks for a receiver under serious pressure, finds some room, but almost tripped up and finally taken down there. Hard hit by number 43 by the Jackets. And that is Pedro Trevino making that significant tackle there. So now it brings up a third down, the clock rolling down to 1:31. Bobcats with the 15-0 lead, number 2 in motion. Quarterback goes back to pass, looks for his receiver, and decides to run, and will be met by number 1 and number 7 by the Jackets at the 22-yard line. And that is Justin Espinosa and Servando Garcia. With that tackle, quite frankly, if you would have gotten by those two guys, it would have been straight to the end zone. So great read there by defensive players there. And so clock is down to 46 seconds. And it looks like they may be going for a 3-point attempt. And it looks like they're calling a timeout. And the clock stops at 33 seconds.
Timeout, Edinburgh.
Score is 15
That's their second
to 0.
timeout of the half.
Bobcats leading, and Bobcats setting up to what will look to be a 3-point attempt. So the game resumes, and the Bobcats looking to go for 3, and it's number 35, Christopher Barrera, who's going to go for the kick here. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it looks to be right down the middle. From my angle, it looked like it was going to be wide left, but no, it went down the line. And that puts 3 more points for the Bobcats right before the end of the first half. With 28 seconds left to play, the Jackets will receive the kickoff right now and try to make something of it with such little time. And that's the thing with the Bobcats. The Bobcats, if you look at their history, they like to score early. There we go. Getting ready for the kickoff. And Jackets getting ready to receive with 28 seconds left to play in the first half. And here comes the kick. And it's fielded by number 6, Amaya. Amaya takes the ball to the outside and taken down at about the 32-yard line. Clock's going to stop at about 21 seconds. And the Jackets will start off at the 33-yard line. First and 10, 21 seconds. I don't know, maybe the Jackets not sure if they're going to kneel or going to attempt to throw a deep pass before the half and try to put up some points on the board. See what the plan is. Quick run down the middle. And Jackets gain about a yard on the play given forward motion. And now the clock is running down to under 10 seconds. And it looks like they're calling it a half. And it's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. And the score here at Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium is Edinburg Bobcats 18 and the Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets 0. We'll see you in the second half.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to welcome you to another wonderful season featuring our Bobcat Band. Tonight, we will be performing a portion of our 2025 program entitled When the Circus Comes to Town, featuring Magic to Do by Stephen Schwartz, Can Can by Jacques Offenbach, Yesterday by Paul McCartney and John Lennon, and I Choose the Ride by Pigpen Theater Company. Our section of the week is the Color Guard. Our Rhino of the week is Rolando Guerrero. Our Rookie of the week is Kayla Aguilar. Our Color Guard Vets of the week are Gloria Gomez, Isabella Perez, and Rookie of the week, Sofia Reyes. Our Cheerleader of the week is Junior Cameron Rodriguez. Our drum majors this year are Jasleen Martinez, Delaney Rosa, and Jada Salguero. And now, get ready for the best show in Texas on a Thursday night. The big, the bad, the red and blue. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bride of Edinburg, our Edinburg High School Bobcat Band. Take it away, Jasleen. The Edinburg High School Bobcat Band is under the direction of Mr. Jason Rogers. Directors are Amanda Enriquez, Jorge Martinez, Ivy Moyeda, Jonathan Padron, and Melanie Perez. Staff includes Citlali Argon, Rodrigo Barrera, Dominique De La Rosa, Alex Escamilla, Jesus Flores, Marile Garcia, Evelyn Hernandez, Cody Hassel, Jesus Mariscal, Isaiah Murillo, Vivian Peña, Brandon Bluecoat Salinas, Alexander Solis, Margarito Torres, and Carla Griegas. We'd like to wish the Bobcat Band the best of luck on Saturday as they compete for the Bands of America in McAllen, Texas. We'd also like to wish the Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets a wonderful and successful marching season. Best of luck. Thank you again for all your support. And how about that Bobcat Band?
All right, Jacket fans, we're about to start the second half. And just to let you know that if you want to buy a program, they're only $10. Get your souvenir program downstairs or look for John Mel. Only $10.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of this football game between the Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets and the Edinburg Bobcats. Kickoff underway for the second half. And looks like Edinburg has found a seam right directly off the kickoff. And looks like Edinburg could go all the way, and that's number 5 for the Bobcats. And that's Isaiah Cisneros with a kickoff return touchdown against the Yellow Jackets. And just like that, the Bobcats increase their lead now to 24-0 as the Bobcats had scored a field goal right before halftime. And now the Bobcats are getting ready to line up here. And looks like they're going for the extra point. Here comes the snap. Kick is up. And it's good. And just like that, 14 seconds into the third quarter, on a kickoff return, the Bobcats increase their lead 25-0 with 11:46 left to play in the third quarter. Heading to the backfield for the Yellow Jackets here is number 21, Brandon Salinas. Here to receive the punt, the kickoff. Getting ready for the kickoff here, number 21, Marcus Garcia for the Yellow Jackets in the backfield. And here comes the kick. Ball picked up and taken to about the 37-yard line. A little bit of shoving going on after the play there. However, no flags. And with 11:40 left to play in the third quarter, Jackets will begin their possession at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Jacket offense led by number 8, Jason Pena. In the backfield, see number 22, Aiden Mercado, and number 9, Aiden Garcia. We got the Aidens in the backfield. And handoff down the middle. That's number 22. Keeps going. Gets past the 30-yard line and into Bobcat territory. Excellent run there by Aiden Mercado. And it is first down for the Jackets at the 28-yard line. We're trying to get some tech crew out here to clear out our window, folks. It's hard to see out the window right now, but we're doing our best we can to bring you the action. And off to number 22. Gains about 2 or 3 yards down the line. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Jackets at the 27-yard line. Here we go. Peña throws a ball to the outside and it was an incomplete pass. That brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Jackets. Peña in the backfield with number 9, Aiden Garcia. Peña goes back to pass, rolls out, and ball's thrown out, and it'll bring up a 4th down for the Jackets now. And the clock stops at 10 minutes and 42 seconds. And so it'll 4th down for the Jackets. Looks like the Jackets are going to attempt a field goal at this point. It looks like it'll be 44-yard attempt. Kick is up. And it's good for the Jackets. Jackets are on the board now. And the score is 25-3. Excellent kick there by number 18, Diego Salinas, for the Jackets. And Diego Salinas, of course, not unfamiliar with 40-plus yard field goals. He's got that golden foot where he's got a long range and kicks another 40-plus yard field goal here. And the Jackets are now on the board. It's 25-3 with 10:35 left to play in the third quarter. Want to thank the crew here. Now cleaning out the windows, get a better shot for everybody here from the press box. And all of a sudden, it's like I can see. I thank our camera guys and all the work they're doing tonight. Arturo Ibarre, who's joining me here in the press box right now, managing the main camera off the press box tonight. All right, so we were getting the tech crew here was cleaning the windows, and so we're unable to see that last play. So here we go. Got really foggy here in the press box, and we couldn't see out the window, and so tech guys come over and start cleaning it up so that we could get some nice camera angles, but provided some entertainment here for us as they were cleaning it up. All right, so we're zoom back to the game here, and it is a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line for the Bobcats, and that's a clean stop there by the Jacket defense, and that was number 99 Jaden Verastegi making that big clean tackle for the Jackets. So loss of about 2 yards, so it brings a 2nd and 12 now with the clock at 9 minutes and 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Player in motion, that's number 2. Quarterback keeps the ball, rolls to the left, and he runs out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. And gets to very close to the original line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard pass, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Bobcats. Aiden Sanchez, quarterback. So it'll be 1st down for the Bobcats. It'll be 1st and 10. Midfield. Ball at the 47-yard line. And balls run to the outside. And that's number 15. Aiden Sanchez with the quarterback keeper and manages to gain about 3 yards on that play. So it'll be a 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats with 8:50 left to play in the third quarter, leading 25-3. Sanchez goes back to pass, finds number 8 open, and he is caught before he's taken down by number 35 for the Jackets. Making that catch was Woodrow Villarreal, and making the tackle for the Jackets was number 35, Caleb Sandoval. So brings up a 3rd down and short. So it's about a 3rd and 2. Ball at the 39-yard line. For the Bobcats. Bobcats quick pass to the outside. Pass is complete. Plenty of yardage for the 1st down there for the Bobcats. And that was number 2 for the Bobcats, Ethan Calderon, with the catch and the first down. Clock stops at 7 minutes and 52 seconds here in the third quarter. Sanchez still on the backfield, quarterback. Quick run down the middle. Does a little stop, push back, and then finally taken down by the Jackets. That was number 8, Woodrow Villarreal, running with the ball. Making the tackle for the Jackets was number 46. Brings up a second down with 11 yards to go. It's about a loss of about a yard on that last play. Woodrow Villarreal looking for his receiver, and that's number 6, who was the intended receiver. Jade Vega. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. Excellent coverage by the Jacket defense. So 3rd and 11 for the Bobcats with 7 minutes and 1 second left to play in the third quarter. We're seeing a little more passing now here in the second half by the Bobcats. Bobcats going back to pass. Quarterback looking for a receiver, throws a ball downfield, has a receiver open, caught, and into the end zone goes number 6. And that's Jade Vega, the leading receiver for the Bobcats, putting more points on the board. Now 31-3 is the score, as the Bobcats are going to try to tack on some more points after the touchdown. Here goes the extra point attempt for the Bobcats. Snap is up, kick is up, and it's good. And Bobcats increase their lead 32-3 with 6:50 left to play in the third quarter here at Edcouch-Elsa at Benny Layton Senior Memorial Stadium. So the Jackets obviously with a tough schedule this year, opening up against Donna with a big win, and then followed by a loss the week after, and tight battles. You know, the 6A schools that they are playing are pretty good. I mean, they played Mission Vets. Mission Vets is 3-0 going into tomorrow's battle for them, and so their strength of schedule for the Jackets is pretty tough. I mean, they took on a 3-0 to what is now a 3-0 team, and they took on McAllen, who is a 2-1 team, and they're taking on this 2-1 team as well here with the Edinburg Bobcats. And the Bobcats, of course, having that big win against Robert Vela High School. And Robert Vela then bounces back last week and takes a huge win against Harlingen High School. So, and Harlingen themselves struggling 0-3. So, you know, you have you have seasons where teams are rebuilding, and you have seasons where teams are running with a strong veteran team, and so the Jackets in a bit of a rebuilding season, but still putting up tough battles against tough schools that are much bigger than them. So, got to salute our hat for those challenges that they're taking early on in the season to prepare them really at the end of the day. So when they make the playoffs, kickoff is picked up by the Jackets and taken to about the 38-yard line. All right. All right, we resume back to the game here. Lost a little bit of contact here, but now we're back, and it looks like there's a flag on the play. Jackets run the ball to the left side. Looks like there might be enough there for a first down. However, it seems like the Bobcats may have been offsides. We're waiting to see what the official call is. And at the same time here, we have our cleaning crew cleaning the windows as the press box is getting very foggy.
Offsides on the defense. The penalty decline. Be second down.
In the broadcast here in terms of commentary. So it's at 6:36 in the third quarter. Jackets down 32-3. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Second down and short for the Jackets. Jackets with a quick run to the outside. And looks like they have enough for the first down, and that's number 22 for the Jackets running the ball. And that's Aiden Mercado. Waiting to see where they spot the ball.
Offsides on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Results in the first down. Number 44.
It's a penalty infraction against the Bobcats, so it's going to give the Jackets a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Jackets after the offsides infraction. And the ball now being moved up to the 47-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Jackets at the 47 with 6 minutes left to play, 6:04 left to play here in the third quarter. Jackets hand off the ball to number 9, where he's able to gain about 4 or 5 yards on that play. And that's Aiden Garcia. About 3 yards on that gain. So it's going to give the Jackets a 2nd and 7. What a beautiful night here at Edcouch-Elsa. Nice weather. Starting to feel like football weather already. Monday being the first day of fall and all. Quick pitch there to the Jackets, and it's by number 24, but it looks like there may be an infraction on that play. Looks like, not sure if it was a clothesline or a face mask. Mason Villalpando taken down.
Personal foul, face mask.
Personal foul.
Number
face
24
mask.
of the defense. 22.
And that's going to be a massive
the 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Moves the ball all the way up to the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Ball at the 29-yard line. After a personal foul, face mask penalty against the Bobcats. So number 9, Jason Pena in the backfield. Takes the ball. Jackets run the ball down the line. Get to about the 28-yard line. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 for the Jackets. Jason Pena in the backfield. Quick handoff to number 9. Oh, very close to a first down. Just depends where they spot it. And that's Aiden Garcia, number 9. And he picked up yardage, but just depends where the ball is spotted at this point. He seems to be short. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Jackets. And the clock at 3 minutes and 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And Jackets run the ball to the right side, and looks like there's plenty of territory. Almost able to break. Almost able to break it into the end zone. And that was number 22, Aiden Mercado. So now it's ball spotted at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Jackets. Jackets trying to score their first touchdown of the night. And in the red zone. Quick pass to the outside, and it is almost intercepted. Almost intercepted, so comes up a 2nd down. A little bit of shoving match going out there, and there are some flags being thrown. We'll see who the penalty's against.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 6 on the offense. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number on the defense.
So both
Those are
side
the
teams have
first
gotten unsportsmanlike conduct
fouls on those
call.
people.
And so the ball will remain at the 5-yard line as both teams penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. So 2nd and goal for the Jackets from the 5-yard line. 3:34 left to play in the third quarter. That's number 22 trying to find a hole, able to shove forward for about 1 yard. That's Aiden Mercado. So now it'll bring up a 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line for the Jackets. Jackets trying to get to that double digit tonight. Down 32-3. And give them credit. This is a very tough Edinburg High School defense. Just want to remind you that this is a team that held the SaberCats to only 6 points in their game. The SaberCats, of course, lit up the scoreboard last week against Harlingen, but there's a flag on the play right now. And we'll see who the penalty's against.
Delay a game on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty.
And it's
Still
a delay
3rd
of
down.
game against the Jackets, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line now.
We should have reached the 25 seconds.
With 2:44 left to play
There's no penalty for delay a game.
in this third quarter.
Yeah.
The fans are showing up. It's slowly filling up, but it's been filling up all night on both sides. Not sure if the weather had anything to do with that. Obviously, a lot of rain in the Edinburg area, and rain here in the Elsa area may have kept some of you at home and listening to the game here live with us. And so there's a timeout called, and both teams are going to go to their side of the field and discuss this one, see what the big play is going to be, as we'll resume with the 3rd down. All right, here we go. Third and goal for the Jackets. Pena in the backfield. Quick pass to the outside. And it is incomplete. And it's going to bring up a fourth and goal for the Jackets. Jackets down 29 points. And it looks like they're going for it. It's going to be Pena and Mercado in the backfield. Quick handoff to Mercado. Mercado looks for the end zone, and he finds the end zone. And it's touchdown! Edcouch-Elsa La Máquina on the board with their first touchdown of the evening. Score is now 32-9, and the Jackets are going for the extra point. Against this tough Bobcat defense. Here comes the snap. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Jackets, just like that, close the gap. And then now the score is 32-10 with 2:34 left to play in the third quarter. All right, so Jackets getting ready to kick off here. 2:34 left to play in the third quarter. Ball picked up at the 32-yard line and taken to approximately the 43-yard line before the Jackets are able to stop the Bobcats from going any further. So the Jackets scoring a touchdown after a field goal. So Jackets are starting to put the pieces together here, and they got 10 points on the board. And like I said, the Bobcats have a very stingy defense. When they played the SaberCats, they held them to only 6 points. Now, interestingly, they did play the Mercedes Tigers, who of course are the Edcouch-Elsa rivals and our first district game. And that game was 21-7. Now, the Tigers did win, but still held them to only 21 points because Mercedes' offense has been doing pretty well. But pass to the outside. Looks for a loss of yardage there by the Jacket defense that's coming alive again, who's already forced 2 turnovers on downs, putting that pressure now. So the game is starting to tighten up, and the Jackets are starting to now come alive. And it's going to be second down and 9 for the Bobcats with 1:48 left to play in the third quarter. Bobcats seeming to throw the ball a little more in the second half, up for a run. And there's a Jacket defense, number 99 for the Jackets. What a great stop there, Jaden Verastegi. And so we're starting to see a shift in play for the Jackets. It is now a 3rd and 12. And the Jacket D coming alive. See number 1, Justin Espinosa here waving off to number 2 to watch out for that pass. He's warning Brandon Ibarra that may try to throw the ball down the pipe, and quarterback rolls out and do throw the ball, and it looks like it is enough for a first down. And that was number 18 for the Bobcats, Nathan Pena, with that catch. So the chains move, and it is a 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the 46-yard line. Clock at 32 seconds in the 3rd quarter. And they're waiting for the play. Number 15, quarterback in the backfield, Aiden Sanchez for the Bobcats. And the Jackets, read that one and make a crushing tackle down the line again. And that's once again number 99 for the Jackets, Verastegi, making his presence known tonight. Number 43 coming out for the Jackets. And that was Pedro Trevino coming out of the game, but the timeout now, or actually end of the quarter, and we have 12 minutes left to play as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. And the Bobcats will start at the 49-yard line. This 4th quarter with the 2nd and 13. Here come the Bobcats. Led by quarterback number 15, Aiden Sanchez. Sanchez in the backfield. Drops the ball, picks it up, and the Jacket defense is there. The complete swarm. They're number 52. Didn't let him go any further for the Jackets, and that was Jeremiah Garcia. And so the Jacket defense, very stingy now, putting up a big fight. It's now a 3rd down and long with that extra loss of yardage. It now makes it 3rd and 19 for the Bobcats with 11 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the game. Bobcats looking to pass more in the second half, decide to run the ball down the line, and with a little bit of razzle and dazzle and finding some room to the outside, gets to about the 45-yard line. That was number 27 for the Edinburg Bobcats, Marcelino Quintanilla. And it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down with and about 9 with 11 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in the game. And it looks like the Bobcats will be punting for the first time tonight here in the 4th quarter. In the backfield for the Jackets is number 21 getting ready to receive that punt. That's Marcus Garcia. Punting for the Bobcats is number 7, Michael Ian Cruz.
Delay of game, On the offense, it's a 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Here comes the punt. And that is fair caught. At about the 17-yard line, and that's where the Jackets will start their drive. Jackets put up a touchdown in their last drive. Defense was able to make a big stop. Jackets are connecting the dots, so hopefully here we can see the Jacket offense continue where they left off in the last drive. Getting a little foggy in here, but we're going to bring you the best details we can. Hand off to number 22 for the Jackets. And that is Aiden Mercado with the loss of about a yard on that run. So it brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Jackets with 10:27 left to play in the game. Peña with a pass to the outside, and it looks like that pass was intercepted. And the Bobcats will take over at the 22-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the 22-yard line after that pick. And here come the Bobcats again. And it's 32-10, 10-11 left to play in the game. Number 12 now at quarterback. Hand off to number 32. Tyler Garza now coming in as quarterback, getting some reps. And number 15, looks like Aiden Sanchez has been pulled as the Bobcats have a 22-point lead and driving. And now in the red zone, ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Flag on the play. Looks like it's a false start against the Bobcats.
False start on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Pushes the ball back now to the 23-yard line. And it brings up a 2nd and about 8 for the Bobcats with 9:11 left to play in the game. Number 12 at quarterback now throws a pass to the outside, and it is tipped, and it is incomplete. Stops the clock at 8:59. And so it'll bring up a 3rd and 11 now for the Bobcats. And the Bobcats bringing in number 12, Tyler Garza, now, who's in for number 15, Aiden Sanchez. And looks like it's a free play for almost intercepted there by the Jackets by number 2. Brandon Ibarra almost with the interception there. However,
Offsides on the defense, number 52.
the Jackets were offside.
The 5-yard penalty, still third down.
It moves the ball forward. Remains third down, but now it's a much shorter third down. It's a 3rd and 6 for the Bobcats. With 8:46 left to play in the game. Quarterback goes back to pass, looks for a receiver, throws into a crowded field there, and the pass is incomplete. And it'll bring up a 4th and 6 for the Bobcats. Looks like the Bobcats might be bringing out their kicking unit, trying to go for 3 points. That's Christopher Barrera coming in. To attempt a 35-yard field goal. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. It hung in the sky there for a while as it just slowly came down, but came down between the goalposts. And the Bobcats add 3 more points to their lead. Score is now 34-10 with 8:20 left to play in the game. I want to remind everyone that if you wish to advertise at Edcouch-Elsa sporting events, plenty of opportunity. Contact Juan Romero at 956-262-6000. Once again, that's Juan Romero, 956-262-6000 if you wish to advertise at Edcouch-Elsa sporting events. Bobcats getting ready to kick off again, and with a commanding 35-10 lead with 8:20 left to play in the game. Jackets had it going well until that last interception. They had 2 consecutive scores, and hopefully they can find some of that rhythm back here with 8:20 left in the game. Certainly a lot of building blocks. We're putting these drives together, and being successful at it really prepares them for their upcoming games, especially when they go into those tough district battles. And then postseason, the Jackets, let's not forget, are the defending district champions. So once they get to district competition, there's a lot to defend there. And so the kickoff is picked up at the 18. Jackets take the ball up to the 36-yard line. And that's where the Jackets will begin this drive. And running with that ball was number 21 for the Jackets, Marcus Garcia. So with 8:12 left to play in the game, Jackets begin at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Quarterback Jason Pena in the backfield. Quick handoff to number 22 for the Jackets. And that's Eden Mercado. It looks like there was a fumble on the play, and the Bobcats come up with it, and the Jacket defense finding themselves right back into the field. So 8 minutes left in the game, and the Bobcat offense getting ready to come back in. All right, so 1st and 10 for Bobcats at the 35-yard line. And quick run to the outside, and it is lost about of a yard on that play. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 11 for the Edinburg Bobcats. Do want to send one special shout out there to Jackie Hasso, who's listening to the broadcast tonight. So Jackie Hasso, shout out goes to you tonight. By the way, that's my baby girl. All right, so 2nd and 11 for the Edinburg Bobcats. And Bobcats are stuffed at the 38-yard line by a swarm of Yellow Jackets there. Clock rolling with 7:38 left to play. Considering this game started at 7 o'clock, and including halftime, it's been rolling pretty fast. Considering that in the third quarter, Edinburg increased their pass play production. Quarterback goes back to pass, looks for a receiver, unable to find one. Scrambles and gains about 3 yards. But brings up a critical 4th down here with 6:43 left to play. Ball at the 41-yard line. Looks like the Bobcats are going to punt. And once again, the Jacket defense putting up a tight battle and able to force the Bobcats to punt. Punt is high and far and takes a Bobcat bounce. And it looks like the ball will be spotted at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets at the 10-yard line with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. Edinburg Bobcats leading 35-10. So here we go, Jackets, 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Run the ball to the right side. Find some more running room down the middle. Jackets get to about the 20-yard line, so it'll be almost enough for a first down. Looks like the chains are moving, so 1st and 10 for the Jackets. .551 left in the game. Jackets trailing 35-10. Beignet quarterback. Hand off to number 22. And Eden Mercado was able to get a few yards down the line. once again, the Jackets try to run it down the middle, and not enough yardage there. Aiden Garcia with the carry. So now it brings up a third down for the Jackets. About a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 for the Jackets. Jason Pena looking for a receiver. Runs down the line and moves the chains for the Jackets. 1st and 10 for La Máquina here. With 4:18 left to play. Trailing 35-10. Jason Pena with the quick handoff to number 22. And that's Mercado. About a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Jackets. And the Jackets unable to move the ball forward. That was number 22. Once again, Aiden Mercado running with the ball. And so it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 8 for the Jackets now. Jason Pena in the backfield again. Throws a quick pass. Caught by number 44, and looks like he might have enough for a 1st down. Good quick pass to the outside on that slant route, so it'll move the chains right on the dot. Looks like they barely got enough for that 1st down. So 1st and 10. Once again for the Jackets with 2:56 left to play in the game. Quick handoff to 22. 22 gets close to the 50-yard line. Once again, that's Mercado for the Jackets. And I'll bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Jackets. With 2:22 left to play in the game. Jackets run the ball down the lane, and there's a fumble on the play. Not sure who came up with it. Looks like the Jackets came up with the ball, so
Please put 2 minutes on the clock.
it'll be 1st and 10. Timeout called with 1:57 left to play in the game.
Thank you.
Jackets trailing 35-10. It's all Friday night lights here on a Thursday night at Benny Leighton Senior Memorial Stadium. In a game that was supposed to be played in Edinburgh, but due to some scheduling issues, the game was moved here to Elsa, Edcouch-Elsa, Benny Leighton Senior Memorial Stadium. We do invite everyone to join us for Yellow Jacket football. Next week, the Jackets will be playing the Port Isabel Tarpons, another powerhouse team that the Jackets will be facing. 2 minutes left in the game. Jackets run the ball to the left side and gain about 5 or 6 yards there for the Jackets. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 4. With 1:38 left to play in the game. Jason Pena in the backfield. And looks like they lost about a yard on that play, so we'll bring up a 3rd down with 1:06 left to play in the game. Pena signaling his receivers, rolls out to the right, looking for a receiver, finds one. And it is caught for a Yellow Jacket first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets with 47 seconds left to play in the game. Ball at the 29-yard line. And the clock starts rolling again. Pena looking for a receiver. Pena rolls out to the left and throws it away with 37 seconds left in the game. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Jackets. 37 seconds left in the game. What a rich history these two teams bring to the game tonight. I remember back in many years back when Coach Vela himself brought the drop pass by the Jackets there. Intended there for number 44. I remember Coach Vela came into the stadium and suffered a loss against his old Jackets when he was coaching the Edinburg Bobcats. A lot of rich history between these two schools. They don't play each other often, but when they do, seems like there's always some kind of rich history behind it. All right, so we go. Quick pass to the outside. Ball a little too high. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 with 29 seconds left in the game. Scored 35-10. So here we go, 4th and 10 for the Jackets. Pena goes back to pass. Under serious pressure, throws the ball away. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. And with 22 seconds left in the game, the Bobcats will take over. And what looks like will be a clear victory now. Score 35-10. Before the night's over, I want to take a moment to thank Arturo Ibarra, who's up here doing all the wonderful camera stuff for you guys, bringing you the feed, and the rest of the tech crew. Different spots, different stations that they're on. All right, here we go, 22 seconds. And there we go. They kneel, and the game is over. So tonight's final score is Edinburg Bobcats 35, Edcouch-Elsa YellowJackets 10. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. This is Jack Hasso saying good night.